Each year, up to 500,000 people are caught crossing the southern US border illegally. So Donald Trump's administration promised a crackdown.
I have put in place a zero tolerance policy. If you cross the border unlawfully, then we will prosecute you.
In the month that followed, hundreds of parents were deported without their children.
Revolt! Revolt! Revolt!
But the outcry forced an embarrassing turnaround.
You're going to have a lot of happy people.
Word of Trump's change of heart spread quickly.
Hello, my people. Do you know actually who invented and who actually applied mass migration? You know, if you're if you're watching mainstream media or you live in America or in Europe, you hear a lot of people. You know, these people are against mass migration because they see the effect of it have with the local people, with the indigenous people, and they're against it, which is is quite understandable in a way. But you know, today I'm gonna tell you who invented mass migration, and I'm gonna give you when I make my point, I'm gonna give you evidence so you can see with your eyes that what I'm saying, everything I'm saying here is true. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the two groups that invented mass migration, and number one is the Westerners, the Europeans. They invented mass migration, and the second is Arabs. They invented mass migration, and now you see them talking about, oh, mass migration is wrong, and I believe it's wrong, but it's for different reasons. I'm gonna tell you why I believe that it's not good for Africa to mass migrate anywhere at the moment. But I'm gonna tell you the reason I believe is wrong is different from the reasons this far right, these fanatics or racists believe. You know, we have different reasons where some people that are against mass migration. You know, when you look at, let me give you an example of mass migration where it's actually applied and implemented. Number one place is America. Look at America today. When the Europeans traveled to America, what they did is mass migration. It's not, it didn't go like 20 people when they mass migrated. You know what I mean? And the same people that mass migrated from Europe to America, now there's still people crying about it. Oh, there's this open border, you know, if you're supporting open border for people to migrate. And look at it, another place again, look at Brazil. The Portuguese from Europe mass migrated to Brazil today, and you can see they're still living there. You see, what I say that they implemented, these people, they invented it, and they applied it as well, and you can see it. You know, it's there's no way you can go around this information I'm giving you. Look at Australia today. You know, people from Europe, they mass migrated to Australia today. And these people, the same people are crying today and say, oh, the open border mass migration is wrong. Yeah, it's wrong because you have done it. You have done it and know the implication of mass migration. Because what is the implication? I'm going to tell you the implication. And let me circle back to the Arabs, you know. These Arabs, they invented it just like Europeans, mass migration, and they implemented mass migration as well. Look at Africa, for example. Look at Egypt. Look at Morocco. Look at Algeria. What's language? What is the major language of Egyptian today? It's Arabic. The same thing with the Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. These people, they migrated from Arab. They're Arabs. Most of them are Arabs, and they migrated to Africa. Now they are speaking Arabic in Africa. You know, the same thing we see in South Africa, where the Europeans went there. They mass migrated. You see, when they talk about, when you see them talking about this issue of migration, you know, immigration, stuff like that, and they say, oh, like we don't want to open border, stuff like that. But their forefathers, you know, they don't care about it. They implemented mass migration, and they did it in a way that it favors them. Because why I said if I force them is that when they went to America, they took over. You know, that's the same thing with the Arabs. When they went over, they took over. But now they want you to believe that, oh, this if we allow mass migration now, they're gonna take over, because they know that it's the same thing they did. So they know from the history, you know, that if they allow open border, which I see, even if they allow, it's going to be very, very, it's difficult for people to take over their country because they have already set the infrastructures. You know what I mean? They have set everything. So it's very difficult for foreigners to come out and take over them. Maybe even if they're gonna do it, it's gonna take maybe 1,000 years or 2,000 years for that to happen. So let me go ahead and tell you why I'm against mass migration for Africans, you know? Because now, when you look at Africa now, if Africa, if they're doing mass migration to any other place, any part of the world they're going, what happens? They go there without power. They're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna establish anything. They're not gonna conquer the place, you know? They're not gonna take over anywhere like those Europeans and Arabs did. They went and took over. They mass migrated and took over. But if Africa is leaving the country now and doing mass migration, there's no way Africa will take over any place, you know? So not only that they're not going to take over, why I'm against it is that, and another thing is that Africa have to, you know, even maintain the little place they have now, because the people need to stay there and maintain it and keep it, because if we don't do it, these people that did the mass migration, you know, if anything happened where they are, that it's terrible that they can't live there in their place. I'm telling you, they will come. They will come and take over your land anyway. They will, even if you have your own system set up like they set in the West. You can't come in if you have visa. You don't have stuff like, if you don't have visa, you're not gonna enter their country. But I'm telling you, if something happened in their country and they're mass migrating to Africa, even Africa have that rule, they will say, damn it. They will kick, they will say, damn the rules, you know, damn the visa stuff like that. They will come, you know, cross the border with their ammunition and take over, you know, take over our land in Africa. They don't care about the system. They only care when it benefits them, because some of them believe the rule doesn't apply for them. It's only apply for other people. You know, because they understand the rules, you know. They understand that where they are today is because of mass migration. And there's no way you can go around it. And they know the effect it has, because, you know, if you don't take time, people mass migrate and take over, you know what I mean? And another thing, the West and even the Arabs, you know, they're afraid of now is that because the population is dwindling, you know, and this is a serious threat for them, because if your population dwindle to extent, you know, what people is gonna take over anywhere you are your land. Nobody cares, and there are people making their population to dwindle because of the laws they're putting out. You know what I mean? And the way their system works. So, but in Africa, our population is booming, which is a good thing, you know. Don't allow anyone to tell you that it's not good for Africa to have a big population, you know. Oh, Africa is suffering, this stuff like that. Don't have population, you know. Africa need that population, you know. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video. And if you disagree with what I said, you know, you can leave a comment and let me see. I'm gonna respond if you leave a comment. Let's do a dialogue. Peace.